Meghan panics as Tom Bower exposes their financial nightmare, new interview. Today we're breaking down a major new controversy surrounding Meghan Markle, triggered by explosive claims from royal biographer Tom Bower. His latest book, Betrayal, has sparked headlines for accusing Meghan and Prince Harry of financial strain, damaged relationships, and public missteps. Some fans call the reporting misleading. Others think the book reveals uncomfortable truths. In this video, we'll explain what Bower is actually claiming, how experts in the Sussexes have responded, and why this discussion is splitting public opinion, all based on the latest verified sources, not rumor or gossip. 1. What Tom Bower's book, Betrayal, actually says. Tom Bower is a British investigative author widely known for writing unauthorized biographies of high-profile figures. His 2026 book, Betrayal, Power, Deceit, and the Fight for the Future of the Royal Family, takes a critical look at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, building on themes from his earlier work, Revenge, 2022. Bower's book focuses on the couple's public and private decisions, examining the tension between the image they present to the world and the internal impact of their choices. According to Betrayal, Bower claims that Meghan and Harry's narrative about stepping back from royal duties for privacy does not fully match behind-the-scenes accounts. He suggests that instead of a smooth departure, their actions strained relationships within the royal family, particularly with Prince William and Catherine. Sources quoted in the book indicate that Meghan resisted guidance from palace officials early in her marriage, contributing to growing tensions. Bower portrays these events as a mix of personal and public conflicts that were carefully managed by the family, but not always successfully resolved. The book also explores high-profile media events such as the 2021 Oprah interview and subsequent global tours. Bower claims these appearances were used strategically for publicity, rather than purely personal reasons. He argues that Harry's charity, Sentabale, experienced internal disagreements and a decline in corporate support, partly due to its association with Meghan's public image. The biography reports that some insiders observed a drop in brand value for the charity, suggesting that public perception had tangible effects on fundraising and engagement. Bower further claims that Meghan's participation in events such as the Invictus Games in Vancouver sometimes shifted media attention away from athletes and towards celebrity-focused coverage. He also examines the couple's financial situation, asserting that by 2025, they needed a substantial annual income after major media deals with Netflix and Spotify ended. According to the book, much of their income came from Harry's paid speaking engagements and Meghan's endorsement deals, highlighting the financial pressures of maintaining their lifestyle and public profile. It is important to emphasize that all of these points are claims presented by Bower in his critical biography. They are not court-verified facts, and many of the sources remain anonymous. The biography reflects one perspective on the couple's choices and public life, offering insights that should be considered alongside responses from Meghan, Harry, and independent observers. The book is designed to be provocative and informative, but readers should approach it with a critical eye and consider multiple sources before drawing conclusions. 2. Sussex's response and critics of the book. After excerpts from Betrayal were published, representatives for Meghan and Harry publicly dismissed many of the book's claims. Their spokespersons said Bower's commentary had crossed the line from criticism into fixation, and described the reporting as deranged conspiracy and melodrama. The Sussexes team emphasized that Bower had never met them, and that readers interested in facts should look elsewhere. Independent reviewers have also pointed out criticisms of Bower's work. Some journalists argue that the book relies heavily on anonymous or secondary sources, and that the author's tone is often highly negative rather than balanced. A Telegraph review noted the book's depiction of Meghan as tone-deaf and self-focused, but also questioned the credibility of some claims. Many media outlets note that while Bower's account recaps well-publicized events like the Oprah interview and Megxit, it does not necessarily offer new independently verified evidence. Other commentators emphasize that memoirs, interviews, and royal splits are frequently reported with biased interpretations, so audiences should treat sensational claims with caution. 3. Financial challenges allegedly highlighted. One of the more widely discussed aspects of Bower's book is the claim that Meghan and Harry faced financial pressures after leaving their royal roles. According to the biography, the couple reportedly needed around $3 million per year after taxes to sustain their lifestyle by 2025. This estimate comes after the end of major media deals with platforms like Netflix and Spotify, which had previously underpinned their independent income streams. Bauer also claims that Netflix reportedly saw less return on investment than expected from the content featuring the Sussexes, which some sources attributed to lower audience engagement than similar documentary content from other celebrities. These assertions suggest that without consistent high viewership content, media deals became harder to maintain. The book further alleges that Meghan's lifestyle brand has ever had mixed commercial success, with critics questioning unsold inventory and lower than projected profits. At the same time, it reports that Archewell's income reportedly declined while expenses stayed high, prompting a restructuring and a shift in some initiatives to partner organizations. Again, these claims represent Bauer's interpretation of available data and sources, and they have not been independently verified by financial audits made public. 4. Controversial stories and public reaction. In addition to financial claims, Betrayal highlights several controversial anecdotes that have fueled public debate. For example, the book describes a scouting walkout from Invictus Games organizers who allegedly felt Meghan's focus shifted media attention away from athletes. Some insiders claim her presence was styled with excessive formal titles and security requirements. Bauer suggests that Harry's memoir writing process was difficult for editors, and that his public narrative caused internal disagreements with charity partners. The biography also re-examines the Oprah interview, noting alleged inconsistencies with other sources and coaching given to Meghan before palace press events. Because the book contains a high volume of anecdotes, many commentators urge readers to distinguish between reported facts and interpretative opinion. 5. Why this matters, beyond the headlines. You might be wondering why this debate matters. It's not just about tabloid gossip. The Sussexes' story influences public understanding of media narratives, royalty, and celebrity careers. Their transition from UK royals to independent public figures has been one of the most talked about media stories of the decade, shaping conversations about modern fame, media contracts, and public perception. Here's why this matters. Media and public narratives. How Meghan and Harry are portrayed affects audience expectations about transparency and celebrity accountability. Financial reality versus public image. Bauer's claims focus on the business side of fame, media deals, sponsorships, and brand value, which underscores how public figures monetize influence and how deals can falter. Public discourse. The reaction to the book shows how audiences differentiate between criticism and perceived attack, and how public figures respond to scrutiny. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like this video, subscribe for clear updates on trending stories, and watch our next video, where we explore the difference between celebrity controversies and verified reporting.